Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. Come on, man. Let me tell you about a success story, Heather B.
Let's get it.
Young Josh, 93. I'm just naming music that was released 3 to 4 years ago by a young man who people that we had a chance to cross paths and came into our lexicon, and therefore we meshed into his lexicon in Houston, Texas, years ago. And I don't know if a lot of folks realize, but we do a lot of work on air. We do a lot of work off air.
That's a fact.
We do more work off air than we do on air. You could follow Tracy G around and hear her giving speeches or lectures or Q&As or moderating panel discussions, and it's people coming from all walks of life to hear her speak, because it's motivational. You can hear Heather B if you go online at the happy hour at WHB. You might get a little intoxicated too. But,
look,
you know.
You're going to eat good and you're going to drink good.
Yeah, but you're going to get them gems in between. And we constantly would go to Houston. We would bring the show to Houston. I've been going to Houston since since the 90s with Rap-A-Lot Records, and then 2000 with MTV when we did our Mob Block, and then Sway in the Morning from 2011 on. We've been going to Houston. And you never know who you might touch. And I've met a lot of great artists along the way. Artists that may not ever get a chance. You never know. But we go in there to make them feel like you got a chance. You never know. And watching this guy really do extremely well for himself. We just played the No Regret song that he did with Eminem. He had the No Idea song that went viral on TikTok and all sorts of streaming platforms. He teamed up with the one and only, like to us, this dude's probably one of the most gifted. His DNA is in most of the hit records you hear today, Travis Scott. And he's just been flying ever since. And please welcome the one and only Don Toliver.
Let's get it.
Boy in the building, man.
Welcome, bro.
Yeah.
Tell him the story, man.
Yeah, man. We in here.
Yeah, we congratulations on all your success. I didn't realize that you were somebody that we crossed paths before.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. You know, just out here like trying to get the music, you know, heard, trying to do it before people really knew, you know, what we were doing. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy.
And then we met where?
I was in like, you know, shout out my bro, Young Josh 93. He pulled up on you with the CD and everything. It was really crowded. So I just wanted to make sure he was able to get towards you. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot going on. I was in the cut making sure my bro was all right, man. You know, we had the CD together, and you know, he got to you. He was able to talk to you, got a picture with you and everything. And I was just, you know, right there, like, you know, I'm so happy, you know, bruh, we able to, like, you know, actually get to touch masses, go, you know, we was traveling all over to get our music heard, you know what I'm saying? So,
What to talk about that, man, because some folks don't realize the work that go in. They just see you popping, they see your new videos, they see all these strippers in your laps where you can't feel your legs. That video. God damn, man. You gotta see this video.
You can feel that ass.
Okay. You know, they think you've been winning since the beginning. Yeah. But you put the foundation in. So y'all was traveling, like, what kind of places would y'all go? Like,
man, we went to New York. The biggest, really, we went to New York, and that was really it. After that, like, we ran into everybody in one swoop. We went to LA a lot, but it was like one New York trip that really did it for us. We ran into Charlamagne, Angela Yee, Academics, and Joe Budden in like one day, just pulling up on y'all before y'all was like walking into work. We was outside with that CD and that flash drive.
Stalker thing,
man. Well, we was pulling up. But
you never know, because you got to stay persistent. Everybody might not gravitate towards it immediately, but when they recognize your determination, then they start taking you seriously.
Nah, it was really paying off. Like, you know, Budden was like posting it. It was crazy, man. You know, it was definitely something for us, because, you know, we coming out here with, like, you know, just hope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dreams, and people that, you know, we really wanted to cross paths and see was like really taking liking to what we was doing. So it was crazy.
When you say we, who's all we?
Well, it was just really me and Josh at that time.
You and Josh at that time. Where's Josh now?
He in Houston. He laying low right now. He cooking up, man. That's my boy.
Y'all still together?
Yeah.
Y'all still cool?
Yeah, that's my boy.
Okay, don't blow
Brother
up.
For life.
Don't forget Josh.
Brother for life.
So we go back to 2017. How did you connect with Well, before I get into that, at the time when we first met, what else did you have going on? Because music wasn't necessarily paying the bills.
Oh man, bro, I was just doing a lot. I ain't had no business doing, to pay the bills. To be honest with you, but I paved the way. Me and Josh and my brother, we was just working, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure. I had a roof over my head, a vehicle, and studio time, and everything else I needed. You know what I'm saying?
At what point did you know that I got to stop doing this stuff that I shouldn't be doing to pay the bills and fully commit to this music thing to pay the bills? What was that moment? Was it something somebody said? Was it a song?
I mean, I was just getting to a point to where it was just really getting old. My close friends was really trying to persuade me to do something different. And I knew I was on the verge of really getting my sound. What really kind of switched off, I made 2 songs, which was I Got It and Diva. And I knew I was gonna be able to take the streets with them 2 songs in Houston by storm, which I did. And that really got me the notoriety, you know what I'm saying?
How did you know though? How did you know that sound, those songs would win?
My sound was different from everything that was going on in the city, and I kind of wanted to I had one song. Diva was a melodic record, you know what I'm saying, and I Gotta was a club banger. So I was like, y'all gonna take either one. You know what I'm saying?
And it's gonna work.
That's just the mentality I had, and I was really every night, you know what I'm saying? One club here, one club there, strip club there, and maybe another strip club, getting the records played all throughout Houston.
Did you have to pay to get them played, or people?
Nah, it was really they all the DJs just respected me. My manager is Cheddar to Connect. I don't know if you know Cheddar to Connect. Yeah, my manager is Cheddar Connect. So he really gave me a lot of I don't want to say muscle, but he gave me a good little vibe when I pulled up. They knew who I was, who I was represented by, and they respected Cheddar. So you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like a mutual thing. So they played the music and liked it, and they understood I was a good guy. So.
Man, Don Toliver, man, you got to tear me the fuck up right now, man. Somebody help me, man. Go ahead, Tracy, jump on that, man. This dude. Nah, you know why, bro? We really go hard for the underdog on this show. I know it's trendy to do that now, and people got their vernacular together. They got their stick together, and that's beautiful too. However they get there. But we don't always get to see the success stories happen. You know what I mean? And so when I hear this from you, it lets me know that this mission that we set out to do, being a small part of it, is actually making a difference in people's lives and careers. So when I'm looking at you, bro, and then listening to you talk, your game is so elevated on another level. I'm just proud of you, man.
It's crazy because I never really talk about this. I'm happy I'm talking about it with you because
I've
been really waiting for the right time to really just kind of break it down like that. But I feel like it's perfect,
Well, Don, it's Don Toliver, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. It's important you do it because now, like how you and Josh were, there's a lot of y'all out there. Yeah. You know who you once were, where you once were. There's a lot of people who are going to be listening going, damn, man, they did do that shit. That means we can do it too. And I'm really happy that you got one foot out of what you shouldn't have been doing and got both feet into what you were meant to be doing.
I submerged myself in the music. I just left everything and just started club running crazy. I have no time to do nothing else.
How were y'all getting there, on mopeds? Or
I had a whip. I had a Mustang, black Mustang. It was my baby, man.
What
I
year?
was pulling up. It was I don't remember what year it was. It wasn't that new. I had it probably 27. It was just nice. It looked real good. It was, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the newest joint. I just had it sturdy, black, little decals, rims.
Candy paint?
No, it was an all black joint. It was like my Night Rider type joint.
Oh, your Night Rider.
Yeah,
what kind of rims?
I don't even remember, bro. It was some painted black joints, bro. I had the pipes on it. That was my favorite part about it.
Okay.
I had the pipes on the joint.
Dual exhaust?
Dual exhaust for sure.
What kind of engine?
It was a V6, but it had a little get up to it. I don't know. It had a little extra little oomph to it though. So it was a get down.
What you got now?
Oh, right now. Let me tell you. Okay, right now I'm having me I have a Jeep 4x4. I've been had that. I thought I got rid of the Mustang 4. I just lifted up. This was my baby, and I just recently got a Range Rover Autobiography. and I'm very proud of that.
Yeah?
Yes, I am.
Look at Don Toliver, the boy shining when he riding. Go ahead, Tracy, jump in.
I'm sliding when I'm riding.
Sliding when he
Let
riding.
me tell you, G.
Y'all still chunking up deuces?
For sure, man.
Okay.
I'm giving the dap all day, man.
You see my Houston vernacular. They know me in the H. Come on, baby.
Nah, for real, sorry.
Dad, I'm wondering, for a lot of people who look like us and come from challenging circumstances, hip-hop is such an immediate door opener for getting you out of a bad situation into a positive situation. We were hearing Waka recently revealed how he thought he was a whack rapper, but he knew this was going to make him money. And I'm not mad at that being an opportunity. I'm wondering if there was ever a time where initially you may have seen hip-hop as a strategy, but then it started going into art, or did it always start where you viewed it as an art form you wanted to be a part of?
It's so crazy, to be honest. It was like an art form thing for sure. Like, when I was making these records and stuff, I really didn't like think about the magnitude of me being as big as I am today, to be honest with you. The millions and all that, I really didn't see that through. I just wanted to get the records out and to be heard, and I felt like that was going to like really just set itself. I really had no strategy towards like getting in the game to make bread or getting in the game to like, I just knew the music was going to do something that was like, that was doing better than what I was doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For sure.
That's beautiful.
When it first really started clicking, was it the No Idea song that took it over the top, or what song you think took it over the top for you?
Well, what changed my life was Can't Say with Travis.
Can't Say with Travis.
Yeah, that changed my life for sure, all around the board. And after I did that, you know, I popped out on this tour, and I just stayed in the huddle and kind of like, you know, trained me like, you know, to really, you know, be on top of what I need to be on top of, because, you know, out here in this industry, it's a lot going on that you might not know about when you a new artist in the game. But, you know, luckily I had him, you know, he been through it. Yeah. Been seen it probably 2 or 3 times probably.
That's why he ended up just doing his own imprint too, right? Just to
Cactus Jack,
just to take control over his entire narrative.
Yeah.
And how did y'all connect? What was the day y'all met?
The day we met was 2017 All-Star game. It was one day. I just got a random call to pull up to the studio. He knew me prior to that. But that was the first day we actually met. I pulled up to the studio, and that's how we like face to face.
You act like you wasn't nervous. I mean, you look
real
I cool.
Was. Man, bro, I was my idol, man. He from Houston, all that, bro. I was probably the most nervous I ever been in my life, to be honest. But, you know, he was just real, man. It was crazy to me. I just didn't even really, like, at that point, I was already, like, you know, signed on my own thing, whatever, but I still didn't believe, like, you know, the stuff that I was, like, really trying to achieve was happening the way it was happening. So easy.
Well, man, was it easy? Think about it.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, everything you did. That's what I try to tell people. You got to lay that foundation.
Yeah.
All the shit he done got him to that point.
It's crazy. So I have 2 things I wanted to ask you about. How did you? I mean, you have a mentor in a sense with Travis, which is dope, because a lot of people, as Sway pointed out, just don't have that. But when the lights go out and it's just you chilling wherever you are, how did you deal with any rejection? Because it sucks when you send your music out, you may not hear back from a person, or you give your music to somebody, you may not get the phone call. How did you deal, if that happened, did you deal with any?
That's a good question. Rejection. I feel like with the rejection thing, I feel like I done got rejected like way worse than like somebody just telling me no. Like, I used to do a lot of underground shows, and I feel like nothing is worse than you just going crazy and you got a whole crowd of people just looking at you, like staring at you, like not even like, it might be a 2 or 3 in there, you know what I'm saying, going crazy, but when you just got a whole crowd staring at you, I feel like that's rejection, but you keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't stop. You keep the show going. So that's kind of like the mentality I feel like I just kept through with everything. I never let it just discourage me because I knew the music was there.
Okay, well, that led right into my second question about your mentality in music. All right, Donnie Womack, for us, like Bobby Womack. You had to be around some old souls to even know that last name and name it after. Where did you get the concept from?
I got the concept from Bobby Womack for sure. His vibe, he's got like crazy backstories and all that. It's pretty crazy to me, and I just love his music.
How did you discover him?
Like my family, my mom, my dad. Like,
okay.
when I was a kid, they put me on like everything probably under the sun. My grandma and grandpa, they're still here as well, so
thank God.
they listen to a lot of like classical good music on their free time as well. So I just kind of soaked up all that as a kid, and it stuck with me.
Yeah, Don, I like it.
Don Toliver is here. Heaven or hell, DB.
I want to ask
from
you,
Texas, by the way.
Yeah, they're from North Dallas, so it's not.
Okay.
You know.
nah, Dallas, that's family though.
Right? Yeah. I gotta ask you about the "Can't Feel My Legs" video because I'm watching it just like in awe, man. You know, anybody who's seen the video knows why I'm saying this because it's just ass all over the place. And the question I have is that
ass.
Well, yeah, a whole lot of stuff. But the question I have is that, like, when you go from being, like, the guy who might be hanging with the rapper or the guy who's, like, the friend of the rapper, and you're not really the folk, like, they don't care about you. They care about the guy, the rapper, the number one dude, to now you're that guy in that position where it's, like, it's coming at you from all angles. How do you keep your focus from like diverting because it's such a new thing? You know what I'm saying? Like before when you were just kind of like getting brushed aside, but now it's like, oh shit, now I got to push this away so that I don't lose focus of what my goal is.
Man, it's really so hard to lose focus, to be honest. I feel like it's way harder to lose focus than to just get distracted because like it's been a opportunity given to me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like before I just wanted to, do the little things that I wanted to get on the album, meet Travis, go on tour, do those little things. Now that I did that, all this other stuff is really like extras, a bonus for me. So it's like I lose focus on that. I'm stupid. I can't really just go out like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been working so hard on my album, 2 years in on this. I got so much I feel like I can obtain. If I lose focus, it's like, it's just not good.
All down the drain.
It's all for nothing.
Yeah, we'll be clowning.
I have fun. Don't get me wrong. I have fun. I do. I definitely have fun, but I'm definitely focused when it comes to like getting things done.
Let me ask you about some of the fun because as I was watching this video, Can't Feel My Legs, and I don't know who was the director that decided to shoot that one angle through from the back of that one girl's butt through her thigh gap. And then come up on a close-up on Don Toliver, who trying to act like he cool in the scenario. I'm just saying, you got to watch the video.
Sway, you can't remember 5 minutes ago, and you remember every damn detail of that right there, huh?
Even when he was laid back like this, I remember the whole thing. But also just listening to the song, one of the things, because you could get caught up in the video and you get caught up in the melodies and you get sucked in, and then I caught something. And I kept having DB rewind it, and I said, man, let me print this out. Just one lyric. Let's do a lyrical breakdown real quick.
I don't get it. What exactly don't you get?
Breaking down the lyrics you may not understand.
What the hell did you just say?
It's the Lyrical Breakdown.
I can break it down like whatever you want.
On Sway in the Morning.
Oh. I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my... Oh, I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my... Let me tell you about a story about a couple of Xans. Let's start there.
Okay.
What is that?
Oh, Xans. Oh, man. Kids don't do drugs, man. I'll put those back behind me. But, hey, man, Xanax is it's a pill. It definitely is a pill.
That's what I thought it was. I just didn't think in 2020 it threw me off. Let me tell you about a story about a couple of Xans. I was fucking around in Houston with a couple of fans.
Tell you, it was a wild night.
But excuse me, they was groupies. They was not in the plan. Either way, we popped pills and we all held hands.
It was real.
Was that a real night?
Real.
That was a real night.
That was real, bro.
That was a real night?
I can't feel my legs.
Word?
I mean, bro, yeah.
This man is dying over here.
That was a real night? It was a real night?
Yeah, he don't know how to lie.
Okay, but you're not doing. It's too many people. One serious moment. Too many people losing their lives over prescription drugs. Are you? So you put that behind you, or?
Yeah, man, I'm not crazy on this hands, and R.I.P. Juice and everybody else, that lose their lives to that, bro. It's like, it's a sad thing, you gotta be responsible, man. Have fun, but be responsible.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. You gotta be responsible.
Okay.
How are you responsible with pills? I'm thinking about like if a kid that's a fan and this being the single and then the visuals, and they may not be able to decipher between what's being responsible. They might think like, okay, 3 instead of doing 7.
I mean, honestly, man, you really just, at the end of the day, it's music. It's a story, and it's something that I did. If it was something I was like I'm on this, like if I was in there, like, it's really something that I've written. It was a story to tell, something that I wanted the people to grasp to, It's like I said, be responsible. It's just like, your decision. You're a human being.
Right.
You can't be, can't do everything everybody else is doing, If I tell my story, I'm gonna tell my story.
Right.
Don't have nothing to do with nobody else.
Got it.
I'm way too drunk. I'm way too numb. I'm getting that head. That bitch going dumb. I gotta hang out with Don Toliver. I gotta hang out with Don Toliver. Heather, what am I doing?
It happened before, Sway. You passed the point.
Yeah, you missed that one.
You missed too late. It's too late.
What are you talking about?
He on tour now.
The weekend, he about to go on tour with The Weeknd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could come out.
Nah, they doing a different kind of night now.
I don't want to feel my legs or my face.
Make her sit on your face.
Oh, shit.
If I got to make her, Heather, she don't belong there. Hello. This guy is...
Rare
You can't just walk out and talk
like, yo, they wildin' here.
No, it's because of you. We're comfortable, so we're just being ourselves, and I'm just so happy for you. Number one. Number two, Heather and I started off as MCs, bro. So when I'm imagining, people don't know this shit, but when I'm imagining you out on the Astroworld tour, doing a stadium tour, from being that kid that's just running up on everybody, trying to get your music played, everything that happened in between to get to that point. Like I try to get in your head, to get in your feeling, just as an MC. What is that? What does that feel like when you're doing stadium tours?
Man, that was like something I ain't never felt before, for sure. Like I said, I did a lot of little like warehouses back in Houston, but that stadium was like, man, they would cheer, they would sing "Can't Feel My Leg." I mean, I can't feel my. They would sing "Can't Say" from the top of their lungs every night.
Crazy.
Travis would like intro it in, like the first couple words in a cappella, and they would sing the rest of the song until the beat came on.
Damn. That's
every night.
That's power. And the thing about Travis, because I've seen Travis perform all over the globe, bro. Europe, all different places. He don't even know I'm there. One time I bumped into him at the EMAs. I was, yo, Travis, what? It just he couldn't make out why the hell is Sway in this other part of the other part of the world. But his shows are so unique and different and distinctive. Is he giving you game on stage performance?
I mean, yeah, man, he gives me game on everything, and it's not just him, the team as well, you know.
Okay, speak on that.
Cactus Jack, man, we are a collective, man, and we here to uplift each other, so we all kind of give each other, advice pointers, and Travis for sure is very hands-on when it comes to like creative direction and like ideas I might have.
Heaven or Hell, why that title?
I'm a Gemini, and I wanted to go about it a different way.
Yeah, you Geminis, y'all be tripping, man. You good with me right now?
I'm good with you, Sway. I'm good. I mean, mine is not even like I'm on like a bad time, good time. It's more just like the music has a lot of duality in it, like a lot of different vibes, different. I'm not in like a box with the album. It's up, down, here, there. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of just wanted to approach it differently.
And in terms of production on the album, is it a collective of people, or how does that work?
Wonder Girl has a majority of the album, but I do have some special producers on there as well, and Mike Dean is over the whole thing.
Mike Dean, the legend. Big round of applause for Mike Dean. Man, what are you looking forward to, bro? I'm just trying to keep you here because I know once you go on this tour, we ain't gonna never see you again for another 3 or 4 years. I'm trying to get it all in. What you looking forward to?
Honestly, man, I'm looking forward to just seeing me evolve as a person and really just how this turns out, you know? I'm giving my all and, you know, expect the best out of it.
Don Toliver, the best is already happening. You're in the midst of it, man. I appreciate your transparency and sharing this story with us. Let me say this, though.
You got a vibe for real, for real.
No, for real. That's good. I want to hang out with y'all anyways, just to catch that vibe.
Yeah, I know what you want to hang out with them for.
Tell you.
Let me tell you about a story. Just the other. Nah, just kidding. But man, I just want to tell you, I'm proud of you, bro. You're a staple that I think people can learn from. Rapping with Quavo and Offset now, man. Were they in the studio when you did that?
Nah, I did that record and something, and got to them. But nah, me and Quavo, we just in there going crazy about like a week or two. Me and Quavo back to back with it, man. Yeah, crazy.
That dude is how do y'all both create fast or?
Yeah, man. I love Tuncho, bro. He hard.
Yeah,
he hard, man.
Okay, my man Don Toliver, man. Thanks for coming through, brother. I hope you had a good time, man.
I did, bro.
All right.